It is February 12th, 2023, Sunday. It is football day of the Superb Owl Day. We're out here at Fort Peaks. We're going to do some shooting at the BLM area. Today isn't going to be really target day. It's more practical and reliability day. We got a couple new guns. We need to check some old guns, what we're going to be firing today. So we have 300 Blackout. That's a new build. That's a defensive gun for the house. So I gotta make sure that works. Then we got the M14. That's a new gun I just bought. Haven't fired any rounds to that yet. Then we have the M&P 2.0, which is been giving me some problems lately, so I want to put some rounds through it. Compact M&P shield, another. So this is a revolver. That's, I forget which one is the shield, but they're both carry guns. So I want to practice draw from those with the holsters. And then the 43X, Glock 43X, brand new carry gun. So haven't shot that yet. We'll put a couple of rounds through those. So we're going to do a couple of testing. First rounds, make sure everything functions good, and then we'll be good to go. It's a beautiful shooting area. Sun's just coming up. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. And what this is BLM land. And this is the side where people go shooting. And it's kind of the state or federal government. BLM land just pretty much allows you to do whatever you need to do out here. They don't really bother anybody. You can hear the guns in the distance. I'm not wearing glasses. You should always wear glasses. I got little earbuds in for the sound, but you should always wear glasses. Today I'm taking a little bit more of a practical. I'm not even wearing my eyeglasses because I want to be able to shoot in a situation where I didn't have time to put my eyeglasses on. Anyway, all right, so M14, first time I ever shot it. This is the first time I ever shot an M14. M14. Mini 14. M14 is a machine gun. All right. So we got the mag in. Mag goes in just like an AK-47 type. I'm going to charge it. Safety is on. Weird trigger safety. A lot of people don't like the trigger safety, but the only time you're going to put your finger in the well is when you're going to be shooting anyway, so I don't have a problem with it. All right, so this is chambered in 5.56, same as like an AR-15. Let's see how this shoots. First shots. Okay. There you go. Alright, shot what I was looking at. It's a little cold out. Yeah, I don't have any problems with this. Fairly active. Alright, I went through the round. There you go. Alright. So the Mini 14 looks like it's pretty good. Next weapon we have is the Smith & Wesson, the M&P M2O. It's 5-inch barrel. This one was giving me some problems last time. Getting a couple stovetop, which is when it ejects, the slide goes back and captures the shell in the injection port. So we'll see if we get if this thing functions all right. Yeah, no problems. All right, that's cool. So the M&P shield, it's slide act, or it's called instead of slide action, it's called a auto loader, because that's really what it is. And fat guys like me, we got to practice drawing. So I have the concealed weapon under here, and it's for dependability testing, but also draw, mixing both hollow point and full metal jacket. to make sure it can run through any kind of bullet, right? All right, so we're gonna do it slow. We're gonna, if there's a threat that I had to engage, we grab the good handle on the gun, unholster it, take the safety off, acquire, and fire. Right, so this is a smaller gun, so my big beefy hands, it's kind of hard to, not hard, but want to make sure I get that feel. So we'll put a couple more rounds to it. This is the M&P Bodyguard. The other one, the auto loader, 9mm, very compact, is the Shield. This is the Bodyguard. This is a 38 Special Plus P revolver wheel gun. Right now we're using these steel 38 caliber. They're cheap ammo. If the gun can handle those, this gun will be able to handle anything. So we'll just get a couple shots. It is a 5-shot. The reason why I like revolvers for self-defense: number one, no safety. You just start pulling the trigger. Number two, if you're in close combat and the person has their body up to you and you try to get it in there, a auto loader slide action is going to jam, because after the first shot, that slide comes back. It can't, because you're so close and your bodies are close together, it's going to get jammed up in there. With this one, not the case. All right, so we're going to practice. I got my concealed in here, 38 Special, the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard. I've got the threat. The threat is somebody with a knife. They're going to advance. They're going to become a threat. They're going to threaten my life, and I have to stop that threat, pull my firearm, use it to protect myself and others around me. All right. But listen, put the knife away, man. I ain't got nothing to do with this. Listen, I'm just, come on, dude, come on. So what I want to do is practice drawing the weapon, acquiring sight, and firing to stop the threat. The gun is a small gun, so it's hard to get my hand around it, but that's what you got to do if you want to get accuracy, right? Now, just a little tip. I'm going through the scenarios of defending yourself. A really good rule is, if this person isn't close to you, or they're not closing the distance with a threatening object like a knife or a gun or a hammer, don't shoot them. Run. Because in court, even though the law says you can defend yourself, in court you want to show that you were running. You were trying to get away from the threat, and you had no other choice but to stop the threat. So even though I'm going through these scenarios, I would never ever pull the gun and use it until that moment where I knew absolutely for sure my life was being threatened and in danger. So just a little point there. So as I'm going through this, the guy's close, right? Another rule, a good rule, if the person's 15 feet, 20 feet away and you fire on them, you're probably going to get yourself in a lot of trouble. It's hard to justify that. If they have a gun, okay, and they got it in their hand and they've got it pointed at you, fine, but just keep that in mind. I talk to people who think that, they even think if you get into a fight with a big dude, you can shoot him. You can't. You do that, you're going to jail. So just be aware of that. All right, scenario. Knife, blade, machete, who knows? All I know is that they're closing the distance, my life's in danger, and I'm going to have to defend myself. Hey, listen, man, put it away. I ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm just, whoa, dude, put it away. We're going to get the first rounds today through this. Hopefully there wasn't any manufacturing issues, and it works well. I have a second magazine. So we'll do the first magazine, we'll dump it, we'll put the second magazine, and hopefully it's a good manufactured Glock without any issues. Again, I would never carry on the chest like that. I'm just doing it for now. All right, so we should be locked and loaded. And this is the first rounds from this weapon I fired, so see how it goes. just like a Glock. Went through both, not a single issue. And just like a Glock, it feels like doo-doo. They're not ergonomically good guns, but flawless, very plain, and that's what makes them an excellent self-defense weapon.